All right, welcome. We spend our whole lives trying to avoid failure, right? But what if I told you that for the world's biggest breakthroughs, that's completely backward? That failure isn't the obstacle, it's actually a key ingredient in the recipe for success. So, what on earth is that recipe? Let's get into it.
I want you to look at this number. 10,000. Just let that sink in. Imagine trying something and failing 10,000 times. I mean, most of us would tap out after what, 5 tries? Maybe 10 if we're feeling really stubborn. But this is the number of so-called failed attempts Thomas Edison made before he finally cracked the code on the light bulb. This wasn't just being hard-headed. It was something else entirely.
And it wasn't just him. Here's another number for you. 5,126. That is how many different prototypes James Dyson went through before he perfected his revolutionary vacuum cleaner. So, what's going on here? Are these people just wired differently? Are they addicted to failure? Or do these mind-boggling numbers point to something deeper, something more fundamental about how innovation actually works?
Well, here's what they represent. It's the price of admission. Seriously, these huge numbers, they're not mistakes or anomalies. They are the entry fee for doing something that nobody has ever done before. It's the hidden and often painful cost of a real breakthrough.
Now, it's really easy to hear that and kind of roll your eyes, right? Ugh, another motivational poster. But it's not a cliche. It's an observable pattern. If you dig into any major success story, any big innovation, you'll find this exact same DNA. The road to success isn't just sprinkled with a little failure. No, it's paved with it, brick by brick. And you know what's really interesting? This pattern isn't just some random chaos. It can actually be broken down, distilled into a powerful and surprisingly simple formula. So let's decode that principle. Let's look at how you can systematically turn setbacks into genuine success.
Here it is. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. A breakthrough is the result of failure plus persistence. That's the equation. And the most critical part is the mental shift right there. You see, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a non-negotiable variable. It's the input. The breakthrough only happens when you take that input, the failure, and you add the catalyst, which is persistence.
And this formula, it's not some new idea from a business book. It's a timeless principle. Great minds have been figuring this out for centuries. They might have used different words to describe it, but the core concept, it's exactly the same. Take a guy like the industrialist John D. Rockefeller. He had his own version of this exact same equation. Check this out. Our principle is failure plus persistence equals a breakthrough. Rockefeller's version, failure plus challenge equals success. Now, the words are a little different, but the meaning is, well, it's identical. For Rockefeller, challenge was just his word for persistence. It was the act of confronting failure head-on and pushing through it. This shows you two giants of industry, generations apart, independently arriving at the exact same fundamental truth.
Okay, so this brings us to the most practical question of all. If the formula is so simple, why isn't everyone having breakthroughs all the time? Well, the difference comes down to this really specific psychological tipping point. It's the one thing that separates the people who make it from the people who stop just short of the finish line.
So what is it? What's the one thing that truly separates the Edisons and the Dysons and the Rockefellers of the world from everyone else who has a great idea? What do they know or do that's so different?
This, right here, this is the answer. Most people quit at failure number 10 or 20 or maybe even 99. They get to a point where the disappointment, the pain of failing again, just feels like too much. But winners see it differently. They operate with this deep, gut-level knowledge that attempt number 11, the very next try, just might be the one that changes everything.
And that's the real secret of persistence, you see. It's not about just gritting your teeth and blindly enduring pain. It's a strategic belief. It's what you might call informed optimism. It's knowing that every single failure taught you something valuable, and because of that, your very next attempt has the highest chance of success yet. It could be the one.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. That last project you walked away from, that idea you gave up on, or that challenge that just felt too big, that setback that made you stop. Was that your version of failure number 10? And what might happen if you decided to try for number 11?